U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. As he's dropped it to 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On 1st and 10, Lindsey. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Lindsey. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Powell out of the shotgun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he works free. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run with Gibson, and he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, Howell to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Anytime you think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's out right at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Joe Mixon, touchdown, Vikings! Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 2. Howell down to throw it. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Another throw for Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. A give running right, Gibson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Lindsey. There's Hutchinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Powell. Out left to Dotson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Howell. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Lindsey. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to Mixon on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Lindsey. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way. and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing here, Howell. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And McLaurin, the motion man, right. Now throwing on 1st down here. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Howell. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And once more, Howell back to the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Throwing on 1st down. Lindsey is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Lindsey. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hal running right on the option. And brought down, but not before before they're inside the 25. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And Howe will throw it. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Fighting his way through contact.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Back to Mixon on second down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking to throw on second down. Lindsey, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He juked him, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on third and long. Lindsey. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Now they go play action with Howell. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
A 23-yard run.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lindsey. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking to throw. Lindsey. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. First down, Howell to throw.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Howell now to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson.
And this is caught at the 20.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Howell.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Back to throw, Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Lindsey. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the tight end goes in motion left. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Lindsey. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Mix it up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mixon. Will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. his kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Powell to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. And he could not pull it in. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
have tipped away in this Minnesota victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.